Hey there, guys. We are back for more DM prep. Again, if you are one of my players, then just don't tell me you're here. It's the honor system. Meanwhile, we will be putting together encounters for the map we made last session, or last DM session at any rate, which would be, as soon as it loads, these maps. This is Fort Valis, which is a set of maps I made up. And as I explained last time, this pickup campaign which I'm running, which is just a fun little campaign between sessions. Where is the return to your maps? There we go. Fort Val. This campaign is basically based, very good. It's based around the players got recruited to track down a drug dealer in the first encounter. They raided his base of operations, which was an underground dungeon, and he managed to make off before they could track him down. This will be their next attempt to corner him. So I've got this keep up here. This is a loading dock area. It's very minimal. Basically, product comes in and in theory it just goes out. This just holds it temporarily at the docks until it moves on to where it's supposed to be going, in theory. Obviously, as you saw from that first screen, there is an underground section that the players are going to have to find, in theory, or hopefully we'll have to find. And hopefully I don't have to keep on hitting the ignore my browser button. So we'll start out above ground with the fort, and then from there, hopefully the players make it down here. So that is the deal. Now, because I was running a bit behind, I did not... Okay. Sorry about that. I shouldn't have clicked that button. I should have hit the preview editor button there. I did not set up for Excel and Word just yet. So I've used a variety of campaign management tools. I decided for the short one to go back to pretty minimal stuff, which is just in Excel and Word document for managing it. And I'm trying to get those added to the stream right now. That's why you're not seeing anything. Well, not seeing me do anything on screen at any rate. Click that button. Click that button. You can make that big. And add a background. And crop the top. Just in case. Effects. Layout. Crop top is normally about 20. It looks like it might be closer to 30 this time. There we go. 30 works great. And then I just got to add Word. Here, you can look at this while I'm doing that. Let's push live. There you go. And that is the Excel sheet. That's a copy of the Excel sheet I just copied over from the first session. And now I'm going to just add the copy of the Word doc that I used last time. That'll be up in a minute. Actually, that will not be up in a minute. Let me swap you back to Fort Valis. Just because, again, that one has to be cropped as well. So if you just give me half a second. And again, the cropping is just in case. And layout, crop, and I said that was 30. There we go. Alright, and push live. And I can close the preview window now. So yeah, I numbered the rooms last time. And we'll probably end up doing the same thing again. Which means that I should probably export these to a JPEG. That way I can work on that. So I'm going to go ahead and export those now, and we will start laying out some whatchamacallits. There's that. Save image. Let's get another one. First floor. Export. Save image. You, Gale. No, you should not, Gale. No, you are one of the players. Did you watch the last one? Admit it. Admit you watched the last stream. Second floor. Second floor, come on. I can't believe you were spotted. That means you're still here and you haven't closed your stream yet. I see how it is. You're just gonna go silent and lurk after this? After I called you out? Pretend you're not here. Export, and that's the last one. Alrighty. So let me go ahead and pull these up in the image viewer so that you guys can see them. Actually, let me pull them up in GIMP instead. Let's grab GIMP. That way I can actually scribble on them. Downloads. Grab these guys, drag them into GIMP. Let's see. Bump, 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 and bump. All right, and it looks like it opened it up in 4 different windows, so let me go ahead and get these added to the scene really quick. And I don't see anything on the screen that I gotta crop, so this one can be full screen. Smart select. There we go. Make it big. Make it big. All right. Huh, that's funny. It looks like it auto-cropped it this time. Either that or the way GIMP is set up, it didn't actually capture the full window, which I guess is the case. So, anyway, this is not the floor. Let's start from the top floor. Rearrange these. Top floor, second floor, ground floor, underground floor. Try to rearrange. Attempt to rearrange. Not going to actually work. Huh. Way to be annoying, GIMP. Whoops. Bother. Open recent. Keep. Oh no, now I got 2 copies. What am I missing? Second, third. Bump, 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 bump. Open recent. Second, third. So I'm missing first. Keep. Alright, top floor. Oh, I see what's happening here. I was trying to drag and drop on is what's happening. Okay. It's not actually letting me rearrange it. Okie dokies. Control Z. Alright, in that case, we'll just manually go in order, which would start with this guy. So, on top, we can go ahead and just number areas to get me started. Red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make this smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops, that was a bad 5. 5. And I guess the whole entire courtyard can be 6. Actually, we're on the top floor. There's no such thing. Okay. So that's that. So that's 4, 5. Second floor. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then This one is a little more ambiguous. Nah, I guess I'm still going to go ahead and do it by room. Just because I don't think I'm going to have any encounters out in the hallways. I was just at 16, right? Yeah, 16. 17, 18, 19, and 20. And if I need to add any, then I will go ahead and do that at that point. So, let us go ahead and get back to building stuff. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So, on the top floor, should mostly be guards, technically innocent guards, but players don't know that, with the exception of Gale. Gale's the only player that knows that because he's still here listening. I am going to go ahead and delete everything else. Is there a way? Select all sheets and hit the delete button. Okay. Can I do it like this? There we go, cool. Just get rid of all that. Actually, let me undo. Okay, you cannot undo delete sheets, evidently. I was going to say, I had tables on the other one that I probably would have kept, but I guess we don't at this point. There are going to be no traps on the top floor. This will be encounters 1 through 5, because they're all going to be basically the same encounter. And we're going to just throw random human guards up here. So, creature name, creature number, init, and health, HP. Insert table. Table has headers, sure. Human guard. And I'm thinking 2 per watch. Then there's 5 of them, so that's going to go up to 10. Dude, there's 10. Ran between 120 plus 1. Copy. Somebody got a nat 20. Paste value. HP. Let's see if we can't fight an actual human guard in the SRD. Swap scenes. Human guard. Alright, we have guard elite and guard. And also, well, it's clockwork, so not that guy. I'll go ahead and click that. We'll see what that guy looks like. And we'll take a look at a couple of these other guys. And we'll just stick to the first page of results. Alright, elite guards. Bum 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 bum. 4 plus 5, standard damage, multi-attack. Challenge rating 2. 39 hit points. Level 6. This is only a challenge of 2? Huh. That is a lot of hit points for challenge 2, isn't it? Maybe. Honestly, it has been a while. Let me grab my EXP charts really quick. Isn't there an encounter chart? Counter level. Am I thinking Pathfinder? Is Pathfinder one where you add up EXP to build an encounter? Is that what's going on here? D&D 5e encounter chart. Let's see what you look like. No. Not actual information. $5e. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is... I thought we had this. Combat encounter difficulty. Maybe if I search that. Game mastering. Deadly. Let's try deadly. Deadly in the search one. Where was this chart? I could have swore there was this chart. Did I click on hardware yet? No? Alright. I've been thinking about clicking on this guy. Do. Do. Challenge rating. Huh. Alright. I could have swore. I don't happen to have this over here, do I? Conditions, CR tables. Haha. Nope, that's just the one for monster XP, not for generating encounters themselves. Alright, I guess we're gonna just stick with this one. I could have swore there was one in the SRD that I've used before, but I do not see it. Also, what level were my characters? Let me check really quick. Huh. Alright. Let me see here. Do I have it saved anywhere over here? Okay. That is not going to work. Let me save this really quick. Close this. Open that up. And what is 5,000? $5,000 on the list is 5,000 on the list is very, very, very hard, evidently. 5,000. Alright, my character was definitely not. This encounter difficulty is not where I was at before. Okay, fascinating. Let me reopen the other original document really quick. No, this was a 5e. I was just checking the links in the document to see where it was, but yeah, so I had them for the final encounter. Well, for two big encounters. I had two big encounters with the 5,000 XP creatures, and that D&D Beyond is saying that would be a huge level, and I know for a fact my players are not huge level. I mean, they might be 5 or 6 maybe, but they are not huge. Not 13. Sure as heck not 13. Huh. D&D Beyond is 5e, right? Sources. Yeah, that's the 5e handbook. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the 5e handbook. So, why is my EXP... Alright, you know what? Whatever. Their hard encounters was 5,000 last time. I'm going to build for, let's say, 4,000 on the standard and 6,000 on a not so standard. So back over to these guards. So the elite guards are 450 apiece. I'm gonna have them fight them 2-ish at a time on the top floor. So that's basically not an encounter. And then at subsequent floors, we are looking at maybe 3 or 4 of them at a time. Yeah. So, I mean, 3 or 4 of them at a time, and I want to try to hit like... I mean, maybe I want to hit 3,000 or 4,000, right? So that's not nearly enough, so we need to go bigger. So definitely not this guard. Not that guard. Alright. Jackal wares, I'm guessing, are creatures. I'm guessing they're some kind of werewolf. Just jackals instead of werewolves. We will not be using them in that case. Pirate guards. Okay. Here we go. That's more like it. And is that the same one that I had up before? No, that's a different one. What are the differences? Has advantage on initiative. Multi-attack. Looks like they're dealing less damage. Has some kind of disarming thing. Alright, I think we're going with pirate guards as the template for our guards, because I want them to be stronger. So I'm going to grab this URL And hyperlink this. Well, let me erase, formats, and now we can insert hyperlink. Or not insert, link. Alright, cool. And like I said, we have like 5 of those in 1 through 5, and then we're gonna have encounters 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And actually I'll probably just duplicate that sheet over and over again. And one of those things, depending on how the players are doing with sneaking and whatnot, will determine on whether or not the players will have to fight multiple encounters at once. I don't think I need to control V that. And here we're going up to like 40. And I did not mean to copy. Yeah, these guys might be a little bit tough at... wait, no. 4 times 5 is 20. I was going to say 40 sounded like a big number. Not 40, though. Don't do that. I'm not actually clicking it. I'm trying to copy it. What happened here? How come you can't see anything anymore? That is an excellent question. Let me... I think I see what happened here. Okay. So, I apologize because I'm under the impression that you've been staring at things that are not relevant for a while now. So, I assumed when I stacked all these windows on top of each other, I assumed that whatever window was active would be visible, because normally when I'm switching between windows, I'm doing this and minimizing, and therefore it would be up. Evidently it was not up, so that was a little bit of a klutz move on my part. I gave the first set of guys a +1 to initiative, but what do these guys have? I mean, they got a dex of 2. No other initiative stuffs. No other initiative stuffs, okay. We're in between 120 +2. And somebody always rolls a nat 20. And HP. I didn't do HP on the other guys because I hadn't figured it out yet. Yeah, I guess I just do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I might have to adjust this down. But why are you huge? Whoops, not that button. 12, 11, 12 aerial. Why you 12? Alright, whatever. 11 Calibri. There we go. And now I will just do this. Like this. This is how I'm going to do it. Great copy. Wait. Oh, that's what happened. I didn't copy and delete. Copy and what you call those guys? Delete. Copy paste these guys. Paste special. Actually, I should have a current HP here too. Again, I didn't mean to delete the charts originally, but I did. So that was another mistake for today. Move and copy. Seven. Delete. And delete. Copy. Boo boo boo. Four, 6, 4, 8, 12. Okay, yeah. Just make sure I was counting correctly. Bum, ba, na, 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 na. We were really interesting to see what the players actually do about this. They may just run through and murder everybody. We will see. I will be telling the players beforehand that the person of interest is secretly doing this through the fort, which they can or cannot extrapolate, means that the people at the fort don't actually know. That will be up to them. Otherwise, after we get done doing this set of guys, we get to have a bit more fun because the special enemies, because we get to introduce the special enemies for this campaign. I'm going to really quick copy this. Well, at least copy that so I don't have to remake the chart. And bum bum bum. Let me hop back over to here. Where's my search? And let me get you guys back over to the website. Gray Orc. So basically, the one big secret, and I know all my players are listening right now, but they fought these Gray Orcs last time. A slight modified version of it because the rules are a little bit weird here on this one. But and the only reason I'm saying a little bit modified is just because yes, the orc regains HP after the spell is modified, so I was having the orcs actually come back to life afterwards is basically how I modified it. And also no, I think that's the only thing I made changes. But rather than this being a specific Gray Orc thing, they did fight Gray Orc, like the orcs, the first time. But this time they're going to fight, I'm going to say either dwarves or elves. Let's do elves. And they're going to be gray elves. And the idea is that this drug cartel is not actually making drug cartels, it's trying to make super soldiers. And these drugs that it's developing is to make magic resistant super soldiers. So that is the idea behind the campaign, the like big secret behind the campaign. And it will be fun to see how much of that the players parse out after this encounter, because again, the first time it was orcs and they may not think much of anything about that. And now when they see it again as elves, that should start ringing bells. What'd you just do? You should have created me a new table. Oh, you are not a table. You did not copy over a table. Right? Because I have no table, but I can hit right click delete table. Huh? What happened here? Did I hit right click delete row instead? The first time? No. There was definitely a delete table row, wasn't there? Am I going crazy? I might be going crazy. Okay. Insert table. Delete table row. Gray elf. Clear format. Link. Paste. Evidently don't paste. Oh. And you couldn't even see all that because, again, I am terrible at my job. Excellent. There we go. Still, you had you over there looking at the Grey Orcs. Alright, Grey Elf, creature number, let's see. So this is going to be encounter... Oh, actually, we're still on the second floor of Valis. I've already skipped over to the basement. The basement is where this is supposed to be happening, and that would be, let's see, 15, 16, 17. 17 is where we'll say the first encounter with these guys are. And they're going to be all throughout the basement, but also, I just realized I missed a C on all the ones I copied. Excellent. There we go. Easy fix. And then a space. Alright, so on the ground floor, let's go back over there and look at Fort Valis. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is the middle floor, which has a bunch of guards. And now for the ground floor. Let's see. Ground floor, we're gonna have... I'm gonna say a whole bunch of brigands in here, like probably like 20 of them, like 20 brigands in here. And those are going to be quote-unquote sailors. They're actually going to be bad guy henchmen, but they're going to be sailors who were unloading the ship. And then we'll have, say, 4 and 4 guards in these 2 rooms, and the rest of the rooms will be empty. So, 12 and 13 will be guards. And again, the player characters may draw out the guards by causing commotion. It depends, again, whether or not the players decide to be stealthy or not. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this guy. Actually, I'm going to come back here and fix this guy because we now have all that stuff, so I don't need that. And since I'm already down here, we'll make a copy of this guy, and this is going to be 13 and 15 is what I said, I think. I don't know. I'll find out. 13, 14. 12, 13. We'll get there eventually. 12, and I'm gonna have to redo Eagles ran between 1, 8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. In theory, Excel will be giving us function tools at some point in time. Lambda. I don't think Lambda is implemented just yet. Equals Lambda. Oh, Lambda is. Okay. Lambda is. Okay. I'll take it. I thought this was not implemented at this point in time. I just recall seeing that it would be implemented eventually. How does Lambda work? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I first heard it talked about. Lambda Excel. Oh, and I gotta shrink Fort Valis because you can't see what I'm doing here. Hopefully this stupid thing on the Microsoft.com does not calculation lambda function you want to execute and return as the result of the function. Let's see. Bum, bum. Do 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 do. Lambda number plus 1 1. Let us see. And 2 Celsius. How do I do it in a cell though? Can I not refer to... Okay, so it doesn't look like I can... It looks like inside of a cell I can only directly call it. I can't call it, I can't store it and then call it repeatedly. So we are going to go up to name manager and do it that way. So, name manager was in data, wasn't it? Formulas. That's where it was. Formulas. New. Roll die. Yeah, see? No. Yeah. Roll dice. Workbook, comment, etc. Refers to... Okay, so in theory, I wonder if I could save it as a cell and then refer to it as a cell. Lambda. Die size. Die count. And then... Oh, okay, we're gonna do this. Roll die. Yeah, we'll just do 2. Die size. Ran between 1 comma die size. Okay. And then roll dice equals lambda die size count. Shoot, how do I do for... I was hoping to do a for loop, but I actually... Excel for loop. Check in the internet for loops in Excel. I don't think they're possible. Okay, does not look like it's possible. In which case, this roll die is the only thing I've got, unfortunately. Close. I was hoping to do a roll dice with dice number, but it does not look like it's happening. Are we still on? Okay, we are on encounter 12. 12, 13, yes. Okay, good. Equals roll die 8. Whoops. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then the pirates get plus 45. And this is going to once again have 4 of these guys, and they get roll die. Whoops. Equals roll die 20 +2. And now we can copy paste. And actually, we will not copy paste yet. We will copy paste this because both of these encounters are the same. $13. Now we will copy paste. Copy paste. Shuffle the numbers really quick. Copy paste. Okay. And now we're going to have a whole bunch of brigands, like 20 of them in one encounter, in the center yard. And this is going to be encounter 16, I think. Let's check the map. Yep, encounter 16. Cool. So, copy paste this guy. Copy paste. Okay, it did not paste as a table again. That is funny. I could have swore it used to... Huh. I could have swore you used to be able to paste tables. I'd swear you'd be able to paste tables. I guess not anymore. Okay. Delete table rows. Brigand. And let's find ourselves some brigands. Yoinks. I guess up here. We don't need this anymore. Brigand. Alright, let's see what a brigand leader looks like. Brigand leader is... Well, we're gonna have 20 of these guys, right? 20 times 4 is 8,000, which is over budget. So let's see if we can't find a smaller brigand. And just for the record, I will double check what the players' levels are. I may level them up just because, and then we will go from there. Brute? What's a brute? Brute's just as strong. Let's go back. Let us see. NPC. Highway bandits. Sea raiders. Load faster, internet. Load faster. Alright, sea raiders. 700, you are more expensive. Did I not have the other type of brigand up here? There we go. Just refresh the page again. 25 is a little too low. 200, that's much better. What is an Akati? Are they humans or? No. Okay, I guess there's some kind of rat people. Let's look at what their actual abilities are. The funny thing is that they only have, right, they don't have the Akati traits that we just saw on the other page. They look like humans here. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this template. Call them brigands. So let's grab this. Hop back over to Excel. Link. Paste. And we're going to have 20 of these guys. And let's look. They have +3 dex. I do not see anything else for initiatize. They have 46 hit points flat. Equals roll die. Die size 20 +3. And HP equals roll die. What were you again? What size die? 46. Okay. 6. Whoops. $46. And now we can copy paste. And copy paste you down. And that does that. Cool. And the Grey Elves now. So, the Grey Elves are going to be feral like the Grey Orcs were. Again, the experimentation is not going terribly well in terms of maintaining people's sanity at this point. They do need to be a little bit stronger though, so we will go ahead and buff them up. How am I going to, because again last time I just copy pasted, I just used the links. Okay, I think what I'm just gonna do for right now is, because these orcs already have an increased, let me swap you over so you can see what I'm talking about. These orcs already have increased physical stats, so they're already kind of super soldiers, and these stats really don't matter because again they're supposed to be kind of super soldiers in the making. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'll link back to this page and I will just make sure to add +2 to strength, dex, and con to beef them up a little bit, and I will probably give them another 2d8 plus, well, so this is going to be 3, 6, 8, 9, right? 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. I don't know why I said 3, 6, 8, 9. 3, 6, 9, 12. So it's going to be 48 plus 12 is what their HP is going to be now. And then I will give them, again, the extra stats here, but I'm going to keep them with the armor class. The burrow speed I'll probably get rid of because, actually, you know what? I'm considering keeping the burrow speed just because every time the players have fought these guys so far, it's been underground, so I may leave them with these abilities just as kind of a feral super soldier multi-terrain kind of deal package. Do I want to give them weapons other than claws? Maybe not yet. Maybe when we move on to the humans in the next encounter, maybe then they get weapons and maybe then they get armor. So I think this is what I'm going to do for this encounter. Give them +2s on all these. Make sure I include those bonuses. So +1 to hit and +1 to damage. And then the extra HP and the extra hit dice. The extra HP from the extra con and the extra hit dice. And then if they got to make saves, I'll just go ahead and give them the extra save. +1s to saves. So, yeah. That is how we'll go about it. So it's 48 plus 12, I said, for the HPs, and then +4 on initiative. Equals roll die, 20 +4, and roll die, 8. plus 12. And we will drag you down. So I'm thinking 6 of them for the first encounter. And this evidently is not a table again. Either that or the formatting is just completely bonkers right here. No, yeah, there's a little tab in the bottom, so it should be correct. Let me drag down first. No, formatting is still wonky. Okay. I guess I'll just live with it. And I said 6 of them. Alrighty. So that's encounter 17. Encounter, let's see. Let's hop back over to the other map. And it's one of those things, I missed switching screens on you. I swear I will get better at this. So, 17 right here. 18, we'll do some more. And then, like I said, 19 is not going to be... 19 is probably going to be a demon. And 20 I will think about. 20 will either be a sea monster or it will be nothing. We'll consider that moving forward. So 18, let's go ahead and get 18. It's going to be another batch. Did I already copy paste these? I did not. Cool. So these can get 18. Okay. And we will go ahead and copy paste this now because this is the last groups of them. And let us shuffle these numbers a couple times. And copy paste. And then we have 19. And I misspelled encounter. Now, down here in the basement, I was talking about traps, and I might go back and fill in some traps. We will see what happens. And let's open up over here, switch scenes for you. And last time I had, let us see, Dust Eater is what I had last time. Eater of Dust, is that the same thing? I think this is the same thing. 5,000 XP, that's right. Yeah, see, challenge rating 9, not challenge rating 13. So, this is funny. It also says, well, see, there's Infernal and Void Speech. I was going to say, it says Aberration, not Demon. Or Devil. Does it say where these guys originate from? I do not see. Do not see that. Anyway, for this one, I think I want to go with an aquatic demon type thingamabob. Let us. How did I do creatures by CR last time? Is that how I got here? Sort. Let's see. Do I have other tools for getting around to creatures? Monsters by CR. Actually, monsters by type too. Monsters by type. Aberration. Huh. Demon is not... I mean, technically... Okay, so technically... See, that's Fiend, though. I was going to say, Demon and Devils, I think we're actually just outsiders. It's been a while. But... Alright, let's come up here. Monsters by CR. And I'm going to look at 11, I think, because we did 9 last time. So we'll start around 11. Koralk, Ballstruck. And I cannot click that. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Fiends. Burstuck. I do not see a Burstuck, buds. Do not see one. Burstuck. Cap locks. What kind of a demon are you? Moss-haired Burstuck. Primordial Forest. Not what we were looking for. Let's check out the Korok. Devil Harvester, I guess. Okay, so says Harvester, but has Korok all through it. Enormous Scorpions. Okay, I mean that's something towards aquatic, yeah. Like it could be a crayfish type thing instead. I could describe it as. Dullahan, no. Grim Jester, probably not. Hag, Nina. What's up, Nina? Dragon. Plant. Woodling, probably not. Barak. Celestial. Abominable Beauty, huh? Not a Remoraz. I know what those are. What's up here? I forget. Oh, is that what that thing is? Okay, I think I know what it is now. Good bunch of men. Rubizal. Nope. Alright, we are going to Google. Aquatic Demons D&D. I mean... Nope. What's that? Inchalon. Challenge rating 6, not quite enough. Challenge rating 13. I mean, a little bit higher than I wanted it, but if it's the creature I want, we can make do. 13. Wastrel. Do I have one of those over here? Nope, I do not see one over here. Let me just check something really quick. Nah. I was gonna say, I wondered if any of these had that says large chaotic evil, demon, fiend, etc. Outsider, large evil. I was hoping one of them might have aquatic. I'm also checking. Sorry, I also decided to check languages to see if one of them had aquatic language. What was this called again? Westrel. Let us check over here to see if we got that. Nope, we do not. Do you have rules associated with you? You do not have rules associated with you. Do you have... See, it has 5th edition statistics, so it's in something. What are the sources? Oh, I guess Mordenkai's tone of foes. Fiend Foley was 3.5 if I recall correctly. So this is probably the 5th edition one. Yeah, 5th edition. Do not own it. Let us see. Well, come back over here and start snagging again. I mean, an Aboleth, I guess an Aboleth doesn't quite. I'm thinking of the right thing, right? Aboleth. Yeah. I mean, maybe I settle for an Aboleth. It's my biggest problem is, well, let's see how big I actually made that. So we're talking over here, right? And I was thinking that I could fill this room. Originally, I had mentioned I kind of want to put a trap in here or something like that. I was thinking maybe I could describe this as slowly lowering over time, this going downhill, in which case I could make this something of a pit right here and fill it up with water, and it would make sense. It would be able to fill up and the water would fill up to, let's say right here. So this could be an underwater encounter. The only thing I'm thinking is, let's try to get a brush that, well, why is my brush, angle, spacing, 0, 0. There we go. So this is, let's pick a different color. Just use black. There's a large creature. The room is kind of small for it, but which is why I was kind of hoping for a medium. Oh, sorry. Here we go. So this is what I was saying. I was saying if we go downhill this way, the water line could end right here. Okay, and then I was saying large creature right there. If we say large creature's right there, I mean theory center, but I already have this 19 right here. In that case, it's not much room in here. That may be alright. It's just, it doesn't feel like much of an encounter if everything's just jam-packed. But maybe it is. Maybe it's still enough encounter. So I will consider this. I was hoping to get an aquatic demon that is not specifically a fish, like the Aboleth. But we may just have to settle. So I will consider Aboleth for right now. I will go ahead and copy it over and put it in the Excel sheet. Insert table. Well, I don't actually have headers right now. Link, paste. Creature name, creature number, HP or initiative, HP, current HP. This is gonna be 1. Do not do that. Clear format. And its HP is 18d10 plus 36. Stop it. Alright, F2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Plus 36, I said? Yep, plus 36. Correct. That was HP, though, not initiative. There we go. Equals. Roll die. 20. Plus. Bum, 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 bum. -1. Does it have any other initiative abilities? Negative. -1. Alright, so the Aboleth is our first choice. I could grab this Harvester / Korluk if I want to. Definitely not the Baroque, though, because that is a mossy creature. Let's hop back over to this window since I'm going to be hanging out here for an extra second. What is a flutter? Flutter flesh. I thought it said flutter fish. I figured since I was already on I may as well go. Already on fish, I may as well make an exception. This does not sound like something I'm gonna, but yeah, no. The name just did not look right to me, so I figured it wasn't gonna work, but we have now confirmed. Elemental, airborne. Raging Cloud, nope. Hundun, what's a Hundun? Some weird aberration type thing. I mean, it said it was a celestial, but the description sounded like an aberration. Crake Small. Is that like a kraken? Squid and a spider? This is CR9. I'll pass. I don't really want to go below CR10, so yeah, alright. I guess I will stick with the Aboleth for right now. Okie dokies. I'm back over to the other page. So that was 19. And now we can talk about 20. The Aboleth actually would make more sense than 20, wouldn't it? Huh. Alright, So, the reason not to, the problem with putting the Aboleth over here in 20 is that this is the escape route for the bad guy. So, the players could just see the Aboleth and turn around and leave because the big bad has actually escaped. Whereas over in this situation in 19, the players would have to say, okay, after this, we're getting out. But I flooded the room in theory, so it makes it more difficult for them to get out. And one of their characters could get captured and tentacled, and therefore they may all have to be forced to stay to fight the monster. So the Aboleth would be more effective over here. Yeah, alright. So, what that would mean. Yeah, alright. I think that's it then, because I don't think I will have them. They may see the big bad rowing away in the distance here at 20, and that may be the extent of it. Yeah, I think that's it. So, as for traps now. In the first dungeon, we had traps all over the place. Because... Actually, okay, here's a couple things. one. The first one was actually a dungeon. It was a legit dungeon with monsters and whatnot, and kobolds and whatnot. So the kobolds maintaining the traps, the kobolds and the orcs maintaining the traps, not the gray orcs. These were other orcs that were working for the Big Bad. Those guys maintaining the traps makes sense. This is supposed to be very secretive and not an actual base. There's only failed experiments down here, basically, is the idea. So there doesn't make sense to be traps down here. However, what I was thinking is, if the players do not come in the top floor, this is the 3rd floor, so if they don't come in this one, what I could do is, if they are on the ground floor and they come in on the ground floor, I could set up, in theory, like tar traps and stuff like that to fall on their head as they're fighting. So that's an idea. So let me hop back over to, let's see, I guess over to here, and I'll swap the scene for you guys. And I had traps pulled up at one point, but I don't know if I accidentally got rid of it. I think I probably accidentally got rid of it because I don't see it. So let's get traps back up. Traps. And let's see if there's like tar. Well, that's his target. Whirling sphere, poison dart. Nope. Oil. I'm looking for some kind of splash trap. Let's see. Alright, we're just going to read through the traps really quick. So I can consider one of these things. This is damage coming from above, so I consider this as a template if I need to. So we'll keep that in mind. Falling net also. These guards, let me try to pull them back up. Pirate guards had nets, so I could drop those on the players and just use the trap, functionality. See, nets right here. So falling nets can be a thing. So let me go ahead. Does this have... Do you have some kind of selector on you? Let's see. ID. Falling net. Let us do this. Traps. Falling net. In theory, I believe that should work. Yep, it does. Cool. Oh, that's funny. It does not show up. Why doesn't it show up? That is hilarious. Wait, it disappeared. Go back. Zoom. Stop zooming. Falling net is right there. I put the ID falling net into the thing and it disappears off the map. That is hilarious. Okay, whatever. Let's copy this and toss this into... this will be encounter 18... Not 18, 17, 16. There we go. Traps. Falling nets. Toss the link on it. Nets can be dropped around the perimeter of the base, perimeter of the fort walls. Okay, and let me just swap you over here because minimize. This is all I did. I just added traps down here just because I didn't switch scenes and show you because I'm terrible at my job. Alright, so falling stone blocks, we could do that too. So it's one of these things. Falling stone blocks, falling ceilings, we can consider. They're basically the same thing. Not the hypnotic brazier, though. If I had a dump brazier full of oil thing here, that would make sense. Do. Not a pit. No pits. Pits are bad ideas in the courtyards. Boom, 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 boom. Drop and plop. Nope. Okay. Do. Okay, so these are all random things. That's why the naming sense just got way out the window. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Alright, so collapsing. That's to disable. DC 15 or take 40-10. And then the other one was hauling Stimulax. 15 again. 48. Okay. Fire breathing statue, because again I want like boiling oil is still doing 40-10. So I guess 40-10 is more, 40 something is going to be the range we're looking at. I will do the 40-10 because boiling oil should be worse than breathing fire. And boiling tar. Of the fort walls. DC 15 ref for half. 4d10. Yeah, 4d10 damage. And for these nets. Falling. Where's falling nets? Oh, that's right. We can't see it. DC 10 or prone. Oh, so this one does not actually... Huh. So this one does not actually have a DC to save. I guess I will go ahead and add in the DC to save myself, just a DC 15. And I'm going to let the players... It's one of those things. I'm ad-libbing this a little bit. I'll let the players move out of the area. It's only a 10-foot area. So in theory, they should only have to move, maximum of 5 foot out of the way. So... captured players are restrained. Restrained. Whoops. Add a link. 0 move. Disadvantage on dexterity. 0 move. Advantage attack against. Dis attack from. And dis on dex saves. Okie dokies. Which these are dex saves. Or, well, that's a dex save more specifically. So we can do falling net into boiling tar. So those are our traps. And again, given the setup of the encounter, we don't have very much to go by, frankly. It's one of those things, there's not a whole bunch of classical dungeoneering that's going to happen in this situation, simply given the nature of the encounter. So we don't have as many traps. We're not going to have as much treasure. Honestly, I'm just going to give them random stuff that they would find off of guards and whatnot as loot if they do try to loot. Again, their objective is not to loot, it's to, capture this guy. So they're probably not going to, or they shouldn't really be stopping to loot. But if they do loot, it's just going to be standard guard stuff with some money. I'll kick them some money, but that's not the point of the adventure. Down here, I think this is going to be one of those situations where how quickly they get through the dungeon is how much they will have down here. So if they get through, and by dungeon I mean fort, if they get through the up top part of the fort relatively quickly, then I may give them a couple samples of the potion quote unquote drugs in these piles, between these two piles. Otherwise, given as this was largely a drug moving facility, there is not going to be much in the way of gold, since the drugs were supposed to come in here and then be distributed, and the gold was supposed to be picked up elsewhere and then redistributed elsewhere. It's not supposed to come back to this point because that would be shady. So for those reasons, they're not going to get much at all. And also whether or not they see the guy at the end here, I'll also go off of that, how long it takes them to get done. So yep, this is looking like a pretty simple adventure for this dungeon, quote unquote. Again, there's just so much because of the setup for it. So I will, however, because they won't be finding loot, I will give them a stipend for their job as mercs, trying to track this guy down. And that will serve as a reward. Also, they will be getting EXP. So that, I think, does it for this DM prep, because again, fairly straightforward adventure this time, not doing anything too dramatic. So I think that covers everything. Yep, it has been an hour and a half. I hope you have had an enjoyable hour and a half here. Next time I do one of these DM preps, obviously a couple things. One, I will not be using this drawing program because the drawing program was frankly a bit boring to use and a bit obnoxious. Obviously, I did not pay for the full version, but at the same time, stamps instead of patterns is painful, and it's all just extra fluff for me. So maybe a bit more creative on the dungeon design. Well, definitely more creative on the dungeon design in general, but visually maybe a little bit more creative next time. Depends what tools I get, or I decide to use next, decide to try out next. Otherwise, like I said, the dungeon itself will be much more convoluted next time, because we will probably be getting more towards the big bad's place of residence. The big bad's place of residence will probably be the final chapter in the story. I'm thinking for quote-unquote adventures long, whatever you want to call these dungeons, long is what I'll run it for. So we've got the first one, which was in a random dungeon in the middle of the woods. This one, which is a fort. And the next one will probably be, I don't know, I'll think about it. I'm not so sure on the third one, but like I said, the fourth one, the final one, will be a mansion of some sort. Yeah, mansion of some sort, yeah. Anyway, it will be a much more large scale design. And the third one, hopefully, will be a lot more interesting in terms of traps and whatnot. So anyway, look forward to all that stuff. Otherwise, let's see. As I said yesterday, stuff for this weekend, we'll be making a custom joystick for the prototype, the prototype, arcade prototype stick. Just because that's something I've been wanting to do for a while now, and I'm finally going to get it done. Otherwise, I should be doing some more pixel art just so that I have that for in between screens, for example, right now, instead of you staring at this map. So I should probably do one of those. I just gotta decide what I'm doing for it, because part of the reason I haven't done anything with it is that I'm not sure what exactly else I want to be doing next. And beyond that, I guess I'm still thinking for right now. I've been looking around for interesting games. I don't know. We'll see what I come up with. Again, a little off Muse Dash at the moment, so that was an easy game to plug in and just start playing. But again, the songs that I could play on stream that are not copyrighted are a bit boring, so that's not so fun. Plus, the only two buttons is, again, less tactilely. It's less tactile. It does not, it is not as enjoyable physically. So, anyway, we will be looking for another game to default to. I'm almost back to, or actually, no, I did break 1K today in chess. Got back to the 1K mark, but one of those things. I'll see whether or not this is a temporary 1K and I go back down. If it's not, if I continue to climb and that was just a dip there for a while, then maybe I'll go back to streaming some chess. Otherwise, in Magic the Gathering, I used to stream that a little bit off and on here on the channel, basically whenever I made a new new deck rather. Yeah, we're playing D&D right now. When I made a new deck, I was streaming the new decks. But I have not made any new decks, which is why I have not streamed Magic. And then Screeps, as I mentioned yesterday, it does not seem like it's going to be a particularly enjoyable game. I will see if I get the motivation to play it again myself off stream, just to get it to the point where I could maybe stream something, but don't count on it necessarily. So anyway, that is the rundown for this weekend. Please do, obviously, if you have the time, tune in for future streams this weekend. Much appreciated. And otherwise, as always, I hope you have a great and wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world. And I will catch you next time.